Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for the upcoming week of July 31st through August the 6th, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which, by the way, I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International best-selling book, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to welcome back my regular listeners, my loyal followers. It's lovely to be in your energies once more. And for those who have found the Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel for the very first time, a very big first-time welcome to you. Let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, which is Angel Healing House. I'm a Reiki master teacher, having taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world over the last 20 years. I am an intuitive, a clairvoyant, a psychic tarot card reader, and I also do past life clearings and also ancestral healings. And as I mentioned, I am the author of several #1 Amazon International best-selling books. Now, to purchase my award-winning books, please do go visit Amazon. Or if you'd like to download and purchase audiobooks, 2 of my novels are on audible.com. Or if you'd like to book any of my services, intuitive counseling, Reiki energy healing, the intuitive counseling is wonderful. We look into your Akashic records to reveal why you drew certain people to yourselves, what lessons you hope to learn, all of that. Information is on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can phone 831-277-3716, and all of that contact information is in the description box down below. Now, I'd like to send a big thank you to all of those people who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. If you would like to make a donation, I have left my PayPal link along with my contact information in the description box down below. So let's start as we do every week by looking into the astrological heavens to see what planetary energies will be affecting us. And by the look of it, it's going to be resulting as we go into August with things getting very, very busy for many in the conscious collective. One of the biggest events astrologically is that we experienced the last day of the Mayan calendar on July 25th, which is known as the day out of time. And this is when the Earth aligns with galactic time, and it's the end of a cosmic cycle. On July 26th, the spiritual sun Sirius rose in the sky, marking the beginning of a new galactic year. Now, this opening created a space for us to close those old chapters in our lives that no longer serve us, to make room for wonderful new chapters to be written in our lives. If you are feeling now like you're in a bit of a void, it's because you're in alignment with these shifting, altering energies. Embrace this time of being in the void and being okay with feeling vulnerable. And our suggestion, the posse of angels, who this is my angelic family, who I am part of, we would suggest that you rest and rejuvenate in the void, because for many, as we said, things are going to get very, very busy. Now, with the start of the new galactic year on the highly charged date of July 26th, it opened a portal. And this is the Lionsgate portal, which brought in new energies to our planet. This happens every year. Now, there are some who may be saying, well, that Lionsgate portal is not until August 8th or 8/8. Yet, for the Lionsgate, it opens up a portal that goes from the 26th until August 12th. And yes, it peaks its energies on the 8/8, but it is open for those 18 days. This new frequency is acting as a massive reset for our realignment and maybe life-altering to many in the collective by rapidly altering timelines and easily and magnetically bringing in soul-filling connections, soul-filling knowledge, information, and sometimes opportunities to place our feet on our next path of being of highest service. Now, we are also still under the powerful energies of the new moon in Leo that occurred only a few days ago on July 28th, which is bringing in big, surprising energies and a cycle of seemingly random, unexpected changes in plans. Because there will be so much happening all at once that one may have to attend to, many in the collective may experience things like misunderstandings or miscommunications happening. So be particularly observant and carefully choose your words. Choose them through kindness and love to avoid conflicts at this time, which may be a very volatile time as things start to get very busy. With Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, and expansion being in a strong position under this Leo new moon, it's putting our attention on what we wish to expand in our lives. With this new moon's focus on new beginnings, the things we may wish to expand are our finances, our love, our security. How about our wellness? This expansion will be the impetus for new doors to open in many people's lives. This powerful time during the Lion's Gate will see many stepping into true blessings of 2022. Now, for many, as if by magic, new opportunities will present themselves, and all we need to do is to remain open and flow in the direction that Spirit will show us to go in. Much will become clear over the next month, and certainly by the next new moon in August. So let's just see what happens for us, not only individually, but collectively over the next month because of these very powerful energies that have opened up. Also, today, we have Jupiter going retrograde, and that's at 9 degrees of Aries, which many people call the crystal ball degree. With its crystal ball energies, it may see us intuitively finding out new information coming to us magically. Maybe something that's fated gracefully and easily, which will help our destiny to expand into very different directions. Like with all retrograde energies, we may intuitively be picking up that there is a sense of things ending, okay, in order for the new to come in on the horizon. But with those things ending, it could be possibly relationships are ending, where we live, our jobs, our careers. But we can't really fully see how those things will eventually turn out. We have our spidey senses, and our spidey senses are picking up that there is something new on the horizon that will be appearing in our lives. Our best suggestion from myself and my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, stay in the present moment and release all expectations and attachment as to what you think is going to come in. Be the silent observer, to be aware of the signs and messages from the universe, to take inspired action to co-create the next part of our journey together. And your best barometer for that is how you feel when something is presented to you, and to go with your intuition. Go with those feelings in your heart. Now, The second massive event that we are experiencing is the Uranus North Node conjunction, which is sure to bring in not only surprises, but shake-ups that may turn our lives upside down, both individually and collectively. Uranus, the planet of sudden change, rebellion, freedom, aligns with the North Node, and the North Node symbolizes our highest fated destiny, our highest karma for our spiritual growth, and helping us embrace our destined path. On a collective level, this will have an enormous effect on the spontaneous awakening of more and more people, and the elevation of light frequencies and the shift on planet Earth into higher states of elevated consciousness. Now, with the planet Uranus being the planet of liberation, it will see a surge of great change in people's attitudes and their beliefs as they awaken and take back their inherent, divine, sovereign, powerful, multidimensional natures. I call this our divine eternal natures as beings of light, and as we are evolving on a planet that is evolving into a planet of light. The higher and higher the consciousness grows on the planet, the more people enlighten and awaken, then the higher light frequencies that they hold. Now, the energy of the Uranus North Node conjunction will be at its height tomorrow on July 31st, and we will all continue to feel its effects as we go into August. It's really important to remember that in many cases, that for liberation to occur, the breaking down of the old must happen, which might bring in chaos. With Uranus being the planet of unpredictability, there'll be only so much that we can prepare for in order when this happens. So like always, make sure that you're staying in your highest vibrational frequency possible by putting your focus and attention on that which you do wish to manifest. And you can visualize and see this new golden era on the planet. And because you are all great masters walking this earth plane in human form, your energies are and will be creating the golden age of truth, of justice, peace, prosperity for all. Now, I've been asked many times, how do you keep your vibrational frequency high? Well, one of the ways you can do this is by allowing people to walk their spiritual journey and make their choices, and not be in judgment of what a person believes or what they are doing, because that has to do with their journey. It has nothing to do with your journey. And it might be absolute perfection for where they are at the moment with their soul's growth. So we can stay in unconditional love. We can stay in forgiveness, compassion, kindness, generosity. All of those are very, very high vibrational, and just wish everyone well, wish everyone health. There is no competition in the higher dimensional frequencies. There is only love. And when we are aligned with that, then and only then can we completely be in the higher dimensional frequencies. And like I do every week, when I asked my angelic family, the posse of angels, which tarot deck or which oracle deck they wished for me to start off with to get additional messages, they said none. But then I heard them laughing. They quickly drew my attention to my runes, which I have not used in such a long time. And when I saw the runes that came out, I knew why they wanted me to choose these runes. Well, the first rune to come out was this one. And this one is Dagas. Dagaz is number 22, which is the last rune in the cycle of initiation. Now, this reminded me of the World card in Tarot, which is the last card in the cycle, in the Tarot card, in the Tarot cycle of the Fool's Journey. And when we've completed our journey and we're about to embark on a new beginning and step into a whole new cycle. Dagaz is all about breakthrough. It's all about transformation. It signifies a major shift, often a 180-degree turn in our lives. Now, the unpredictability of Uranus is playing a huge part here, as I mentioned before. Now, the posse of angels is sharing that because the timing is divine, the outcome will be assured. But only if we seize and we recognize it, and it will be so huge for many that it will change the course of their lives forever. As I mentioned before, there is no way to prepare for this, for your soul has prepared you for this over eons and eons of time. But what we can do is to rely on absolute radical trust that if the universe and God and the angels have sent us this message or sign to act upon, we need to find our warrior nature inside and have faith in ourselves to step forward in faith. With Dagaz being the number 22, it is the number of the master builder. And the posse of angels are reminding us that we have all the tools now to build this new part of our journey in the golden age of peace and prosperity. Dagaz is heralding a major period of achievement and prosperity, and the darkness is behind us now, and that daylight has come. So it's having completed a cycle, and we're breaking through, and the second half of 2022 will be much different for so many people, especially for those when it appears in your life that relationship, that connection, that knowledge, that information, that offer, that opportunity, that new job or new career. And if we take inspired action forward to it, rewards will be great on the other side of that. Wow, what a beautiful message. But no wonder they wanted me to start with the runes. But they said, wait, there's more. And they wanted me to choose another rune. The next one, boy, oh boy, did I receive shivers all over when the next rune came out. And the next rune is Inguz, and it's number 8. Inguz is the rune of new beginnings. It's the rune of fertility. And with that wish for procreation comes a yearning desire to a deep urge and a need for us to be reborn or recognized, to share with others, to search out similarities within other like-minded people, to connect and collaborate. You know, the contrast of this will be strongly felt by many after experiencing a long time of isolation, of wishing to just cocoon ourselves. Well, now we as butterflies are ready to emerge and connect with others. Our chrysalis time is over. Inguz actually marks a joyful time of a new life, a new path emerging. This is a very powerful rune, and receiving it means that we now have the strength. We now have the determination to achieve some sort of completion from which all new beginnings start. Inguz signals a time to free ourselves from something in order to advance forward. Now, for some, this could mean receiving a job offer or an opportunity that means we must give up where we're living and move locations either to another city, another state, or even to another country. Now, the posse of angels is reminding us that by showing the universe that we are prepared to free ourselves from something that no longer serves us, we open to the will of the divine to give us in the most heavenly, unlimited ways, magical, serendipitous, synchronistic, and miraculous ways. But we have to let go and have that faith and trust in the universe, in God, Source, Creator, and our beautiful guiding angels. So that's a wonderful rune, Inguz, to get after breakthrough. So that's the fertility that we're feeling now, that we want to get out in the world after a long period of isolation and just feeling like we were restricted. But a restriction could mean that Spirit was protecting us and keeping us safe and under wraps until it was just the right divine timing to step forward. Then they said to choose another rune. So we got three runes, and this is why. The next rune came out, which is Laguz. And Laguz is the rune of flow. And with Laguz, we unleash unseen powers of things flowing in our lives. Laguz is also the rune of nourishment, connection, once again, fluidity when it comes to our careers, where we live, our relationships. Like the suit of cups in the tarot, Laguz is asking us to experience living through the satisfaction of our emotional needs and getting us ready for self-transformation. Now, Laguz indicates that we are no longer living from only the limited human side of our physicality, but that we are ready to step into living from our divine eternal natures. And as a result, by living in these higher dimensional frequencies, we will be creating a heaven on earth life, not only for ourselves individually, but as a collective. So I love that. Breakthrough, fertility, partnerships, connections, and Laguz is being in the flow of life. Next, we're going to the Oracle. This is the Golden Insights Oracle. This is the back of the cards, and I love this. Let's go to these cards and see what cards wish to come out for us. Okay, come on. Whoops! Almost. I do like to take jumpers. Spirit makes them jump out. Whoop, up. Okay, I'll take them. Okay. First card that's coming out for us is magic. I love this card. It's manifesting. It's rituals, magical powers, manifesting, spell work. But for us, as a result of this new galactic cycle that we're in from the 26th as a result of this opening of the Lionsgate portal until August 12th, which peaks on the 8/8, as a result of the Leo new moon, which we had just 2 days ago, bringing in fresh starts and new beginnings, and that Uranus North Node conjunction, Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, and sudden changes, and with it being North Node, which is our karma, our fate, our destiny, magic is swirling all around. The posse of angels, my angelic family, are sharing, and they're reminding you that if you really, want some indication that things are really swirling around that we can't see, look for the synchronicities, look for the unusual signs, For instance, my husband Pete and I took a trip on 7/17 up to Mount Shasta to see the beautiful wildflowers in Panther Meadow. We went in late February and when there was snow on the ground, and we couldn't get to a lot of those trails. So all the trails were open, and we saw the beautiful wildflowers. But when we drove up to the place, the Strawberry Valley Inn where we were staying, Pete came out to the car and he said, "You'll never guess what number room we have." And I said, 17. And he said, "Yes, 17. 17 is one of my favorite numbers." So it was room 17 on 7/17. And there were so many things like that just showed up. Bluebirds showed up, kept on showing. And bluebirds for me are the bluebirds of happiness. And every morning we would go outside and there would be a bluebird feather. A kind of bluebird would drop a feather for us, either by the door or on the side. It was just the synchronicities were so magical, and that's what they want you to look out for now, because heaven, the veil of heaven on earth, is with our elevated consciousness and our elevated frequencies is just getting so magical. Look out for those synchronicities. Next card is the arrow. This is showing us that there will be some movement. There will be some movement. As we said, things are going to change dramatically for many in the collective from the Leo new moon 2 days ago to the new moon in August. Some pertinent information, some pertinent knowledge, a connection, an email, a phone call, something that will change our worlds. Not everyone's, but many in the collective will experience this. It also says achieving goals, reaching targets, things like this, out of the blue. These things will come. And the way we can prepare for it is we can't prepare for it. We just have to keep our frequencies high and know that God, Source, Creator, and the angels are, and the universe is always desiring what we desire. As I said to a client this morning, the Spirit knows you better than you know yourself. And if we just let go of our egoic expectation and attachment as to what happens, they can miraculously and magically bring in what is supposed to karmically or fated, destined to happen for our soul's greatest growth. The next card that's coming out is Ripple Effect. Oh, I love this card. Making an impact, being an influencer. Now, as I've spoken on my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, which is now in its 11th year, and it airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've mentioned for many years that many of us are going to be stepping into that new thought leader role on the planet. We're going to take all of that spiritual knowledge, not just from here, but because we've practically integrated that into our life. We're living it, and we're the example of it. And so then we will take that and we will help to mentor and guide and teach others, and this will have a ripple effect and go out so that other people can live in unconditional love and forgiveness and compassion and kindness and generosity and bring more light to the world. And then the last card that jumped out, I love this. It's Buddha. It's fulfilling destiny. And I just spoke about the North Uranus in North Node, and bringing about the fulfillment of our karma, fated destiny for us. So wonderful cards, magic, direction, ripple effect going out to fulfill our destiny. I don't know about you, but I am so excited to see what August will bring. There we go. So let's go to the tarot cards. Wake them up. I'm using my deck, my Angel Healing House tarot deck. see what's going to come out for us. Many people are sweltering. I'm so sorry. In August, I know lots of my family are over east in the Virginia, Maryland area, which is it's that summer over there. It's 100 degrees with 100% humidity, and many people are trying to cool down. And then there are parts in the world where I have more family. In Australia, where it's very cold, and a lot of people don't know that about Australia. They think it's all beaches and bikinis and kangaroos in the arid desert, but it does get very cold there as well, especially in Melbourne and Sydney and Canberra. Oh my gosh, I think the coldest I ever was in Melbourne and Canberra. Okay, let's see what comes out. Let's turn them the right way. I do like to take jumpers. Okay. All right. And one more. Oh, I'm just going to take note of those two cards and save them for later because those jumped out. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what comes out. First card is the breakthrough card. This is the card of having mental clarity, with the information, the knowledge, the connections, the things that are seemingly going to come out of the blue, out of thin air for us, to set our feet on a new path. We will feel the breakthrough of this transformation in our lives. The posse of angels are drawing my attention to the eagles in my card, and they're saying, you will be presented with this because you have the courage and you have the bravery to step forward now. If you are presented something by God, Source Creator, and the angels and your spirit guides, it just means that you have all the wherewithal to be able to do it. You may not have done it before, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. And you have all the skills, the abilities, and the talents to be able to even learn something new and to step into this role. So it's a number 1 card. It's also the card of new beginnings and also leadership. So great way to start there. Next card. Oh, it's another number 1 card. It is really a time of new beginnings. Now this is the same as this card. Magic. See? I love when confirmation happens like that. So we have the magic. We have the magician. You are the alchemist now. Did you know that with every thought, with every word, with every action and every feeling, you are creating your reality? Why would you want to use any words that are deleterious to what you want to create, or the opposite? Be very conscious, because with the elevated frequencies on the planet, things manifest very, very quickly. So know that you are the alchemist now, and you are creating your reality. So, and you can create whatever reality you want, whatever you want to do, be, or have. So you might as well do that consciously. I love that there are 2 number 1s coming out for us. What is next? The Empress card. This is a card about birthing. It's about transformation. It's about bringing forth something and creating. 3 is also the number of miracles, but this is pregnant with possibilities. We feel like there's something on the horizon for us, something which has yet to be birthed. And that's what many people feel at right now, that they might be in a bit of a void before that knowledge or that information or those connections or offers come in. But the only thing you need to do is stay in the present moment and watch Watch for those signs and those messages to come in. Also, they're showing me the pomegranates on my card here, and the pomegranates are a sign of the divine feminine. Do those things that really nurture and nourish your soul. You know, a wonderful time under this Leo new moon, because lions spend their times preening. They spend their time basking in the sun. They know who they are. You know, they're very bold, they're very courageous and brave, but also give to yourself under these wonderful energies of this Lion's Gate portal. And then the universe can't have any, untoward ideas that you're not open to receive the fulfillment of your heart's desire. Okay? Because if we don't give to ourselves, how is the universe then going to give to us? Like attracts like. The next card that's coming out for us is the card of justice. Justice will be served. We see it. We see it on the planet now, how many people who have spread these lies and deceptions are now being brought to task through lawsuits. We're seeing the light returning to the planet in so many things being revealed. And it is such a wonderful time on our planet where truth and justice is going to be the order of the day and not the exception. That's the golden age of peace. And also, the justice card is also the card of karma. Karma being playing out in our life like a karmic payback or a karmic payout. All that we've done and given to the light and the rewards, that's coming back to us now in the most amazing, miraculous of ways, and the scales will be balanced again. So far we have, out of the 4 cards, we have 3 major arcana cards. I always tell my tarot students to be on the lookout when major arcana cards come out, and when there are many of them, it means that it's a life-changing reading. The next card, again, is a major arcana card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is just confirmation. The wheel is turning in our favor karmically and destined. It's fated what is coming, what's coming in for us. It's as if, all of the things that we've done up until now has gotten us ready for the fated wheel to turn in our favor and to bring in what is coming in for us now. So I like that both of those cards came out at once. Wheel of Fortune is a 10, which is another 1. And interestingly enough, the Justice card is an 11, which is a 1-1. Wow, that's pretty amazing. We'll add all these up afterwards and see. Now, a few more. Okay, they're saying 3 more. We get the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is a partnership card, and they're saying that because we've come home to ourselves, because we've healed so much, and because we are now at a place of peace, non-reactive, not being judgmental, and really being very careful at keeping our vibrational frequency high, we're going to be drawing. We've really come home to ourselves and partnering with our divine eternal natures within. But on the outside, we'll be drawing to ourselves different partnerships. Now, this could be in love, because the cups are about emotions. And love, but this also could be partnerships in business, partnerships in jobs or opportunities, and partnering, of course, with ourselves. But this emotional contentment about coming home to that partnership could be the collective, partnering with one another and no longer being separated and divided, which was always a dark agenda to keep us from knowing how strong we are when we're united. The next card that's coming out for us is the Temperance card. Yet again, another major arcana card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 7 so far are majors. This is about being in the flow. and the rainbow is the fulfillment of our dreams and desires. The rune was of flow, is Laguz, and with the waterfall and the angel there, we are in that divine flow now. We understand that we and we alone are determining the creation of our reality. And so just like this beautiful angel is mixing all the time, what do we want our lives to look like? What do we want our contribution to be? It is ours and ours alone. So that we get to use our powerful, sovereign, multidimensional, divine, eternal natures to be able to create a heaven on earth, if that's what we choose. Last card, I love it, is the Ace of Cups. It's another ace. We began with the Ace of Swords, the breakthrough, the transformation, and we're ending with the highest form of emotional fulfillment that there is. It's wonderful, wonderful, this new feeling of bliss, coming home to ourselves, and knowing that that we made it. We made it, and by transmuting and transforming so much darkness on this planet. Yes, things still have to be dismantled. Structures and systems that were built under corruption and greed and harming humanity, yes, they have to be dismantled. And that will be done. But during this time, new structures and new systems are going to be putting into place. Perhaps you'll be one of those people that are going to help and create these new structures and these new systems, and you're going to be one of those new thought leaders that are going to unite with your soul family in order to do this and bring about this new transformative beginning. Now, I did say that there were two cards that jumped out of the deck, and they did want to be seen, and that card is the Star card. This card is about wishes coming true. It's about, in this case, it's life being more extraordinary than we possibly could ever imagine. And also, this little light in this card is just showing the increased light on the planet. You could be a star. You could be a star. Everyone's a star. But you could be a star in the spotlight, where people will seek and recognize you for your contribution. And the star is also about those wishes and dreams of ours coming true. Just like this star maiden in this card, all we need to do is open up our hands now to receive. All the hard work is done. It's done already. And that other card that jumped out was the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is that card of abundance. It's the card of inheritance. It's also a card of legacy, but it's a 10, which is also a 1 card. There are many 1 cards in this reading. But with inheritance, it's we have worked diligently towards the light, and it's in our inheritance now as we go from carbon-based bodies to crystalline bodies. I speak quite a number of times about this on my Angel Healing House blog talk radio show on how we can really support our bodies as we go into that higher dimensional frequency of holding even more light. And our inheritance is to be a light being on this planet of light, of truth, of justice, and of absolute love and peace on this planet. So there's the 10 of Pentacles. Let's just add up, although math isn't my strongest area. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 3 is 5. And 2 is 6, 7. That's 8. That's 9. 9 and 11, well, I make that to be 20. 21. And that's 21, and I'll have to get a pen. 21 and 14 and 17. So we have 7, 8, 2, 52. All those cards equal 52, and 5 plus 2 is 7. And 7, as I always say, is doing the work of God, is doing the work of divine. Each one of us has come home to who we divinely are, and then we'll be walking representatives, walking examples of that on the earth plane. It's a very exciting time. Let's end, as we do every week, by making magic. We started off by magic, with those cards of the Golden Insights when we chose magic, and the Magician card that came out. Let's see if we can get some jumpers. Come on, posse of angels. Wakey, wakey. Let's see what comes out for us. Oh, the first card that came out for us is Little Luxuries. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Because so many of us are going to have our wishes coming true. A luxury for you could be living in the mountains. It could be living by a lake. It could be living in the desert, more like Sedona or Joshua Tree. It could be an ocean view home. It's whatever your desire is. That is what living in the higher dimensional frequencies are. So visualize, what is it? What is it that would make my heart sing and I would love? Because different strokes for different folks. Some people love to live in the heart of cities and just be in the thick of things. And some people like to live out in the country and have a plot of land and just, not just, but, sort of talk to the animals and resonate with nature so beautifully. And so it says you're generating luxurious experiences and surroundings. So let's go to our next card. Hopefully it jumps out and see what we've got. Jump, 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 jump. Come on. Whoop, that one came out. It says, we're on target. Follow your ideal life path. So there we go. Little luxuries. And the message was to visualize. And you will be following your ideal life path. Also, not only will we want to live, what do you want to do? What do you love doing? Some people love working with animals. I have several clients who their ideal life would be working with horses their whole life. Nothing else floats their boat. Some people love working with dogs, sort of being around dogs all the time. Other people love to work with children. There are just so many, the environment, coming up with different things to clean up the environment, to work with Mother Nature. I mean, there are there are healing practitioners, that want, that desire to help people to remember how divine and beautiful that they really are, and that they have all the ancient wisdom inside of them. Okay, one more. Oop! Okay, that one just flew out. I love that we're ending with this one. Wishes coming true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and your wishes. That just about says it all. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I do hope you join me this week on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio Show. We're going to be speaking about the Lion's Gate portal and the things that we can do to work with that. That airs every week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also post a YouTube on Tuesdays called Tarot Tuesdays, in which I do a full Celtic cross for the upcoming week, and also tarot tidbits and things like that, which people find interesting on their own tarot journey. So go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Take care. I wish you love and angel blessings, and I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.